So just like the season of sakuras blooming all over town, it's also the season of new pickups. So today we're here at Nissan to collect one. And it's that. It's the new Nissan Navara PRO-4X, and we're gonna do a few fun things with it today. Check out those headlamps. Really cool, huh? And these 17-inch wheels are new. And round at the back, I think we're gonna get a lot of looks today. Right, so like I said, we're gonna be doing a few fun things today. Number one, we're gonna go check out a set of bucket seats that I want to buy for my personal car. That's in Kampung Subang. And then after that, from there, we're gonna go to Subang in SS19 to collect a muffler. And then after that, from Subang SS19, we're gonna go to Kuchai Lama to drop it off at an exhaust shop. So all this is to simulate what it's like to drive and live with a pickup on a daily basis. Throughout the day, we're going to be looking at the ride comfort of this car, the maneuverability, the visibility out of it. I think it's going to be fun. So the new Pro-4X has been heavily influenced by, well, in terms of design, has been heavily influenced by the Nissan Titan pickup truck that you get in the US. It's just a much larger version of this for much larger people. In Malaysia, this is like what the Ranger Raptor is to the normal Ranger. So despite this new striking exterior and this somewhat revamped interior, you still get the same power plant from before, a 2.5-litre turbo diesel engine with 190 horsepower and 450 Newton meters. And if my facts are correct, and I base this on the Thailand specification of the Pro-4X, because in Malaysia, this has yet to be launched, but by the time you see this, it will be. This is slightly heavier than the pre-facelift model. I think you're looking at about a 20 kilogram difference. But from where I'm sitting, I think there's still plenty of power and delivered quite smoothly as well. And going through those turns earlier, the steering does feel a lot livelier, a lot more effortless to maneuver. Went through a nice swooping bend earlier. Car still feels just as stable. I must say though, going through these tolls now, I do notice the front hood being a lot taller than usual. Kinda tricky if you ask me. Maybe something you'll get used to really quickly? I'm not sure. Now we're on the NKVE, going a little harder with the throttle. Car picks up speed quite effortlessly, and we've already reached the national speed limit. Cabin insulation, I must say, is actually pretty decent. We're doing about 120, 130 now on the NKVE. Quiet, I'd say. So the other thing I noticed as well as we're cruising on this highway, as I'm picking up speed to overtake a car, the engine does sound a little loud, and when you compare it with the newer pickups of today, I think that area can do with a bit of improvement. The ride though, I must say, because it's running a totally different, a much more comfort-oriented setup compared to all the other pickups in Malaysia, on the highway now, it actually feels a lot more comfortable. You feel less of the vibrations that you get in most pickups. And the ride is just a lot less busy. It actually feels very refined, if you ask me. Right, so we have arrived in Kampung Subang, as you can tell from the airports up ahead. I guess we'll get to kill two birds with one stone, because this area, in my opinion, has one of the worst road surfaces in Klang Valley. All the wrong ingredients that you want on the road, you'll find it here in Kampung Subang. And so far, I must say, we've gone through like a lot of patches and stuff. You don't see much movement, do you? Oh, except for that one. Can't tell you how excited I am to check out these seats, man, because like I've been looking for a pair of bucket seats for my own personal car, which is going through a bit of a transformation at the moment, and this has been one of the upgrades that I've been looking to have in the car. Really can't wait to get it on, if you ask me. Guess the damage will be done today. Why did I even think of coming? So this step is new, and I think it's actually pretty useful because your uncles, 40-50-year-old uncles lifting stuff, I don't think they can lift things and straight put it in there. This is for them to rest the cargo and take a breather. This is why I brought an intern along. That's what interns are for. Yep. There we go. That's what we feed you for. Trying to get out of Kampung Subang at the moment, and as you can see, the roads are not the widest. Not for a pickup at least. So far I've catched a few people, man, staring at this pickup. Oh no, look at this mess. This is why no matter how good pickups become, no matter how comfortable pickups become, personally I will never own one because of all this. It's just unnecessary stress, if you ask me. But I think this is just warming me up for what's about to happen later, because this will be nothing compared to the roads that I'll be driving on in Kuchai Lama, because that one, like, yeah, just thinking about it is already giving me a headache. So a little comment on these seats. Because this is the Pro-4X model, you get these funky looking seats with some pretty nice finishing. You get this new steering wheel with the red and black badge, and then you get the Pro-4X mats. As for the seats, the padding is soft enough, if you ask me, but the structure of it, the posture of it, I think it's a little weird. Nice to have some lumbar support, yes, but I think it protrudes out a little more. So what happens is there is a gap in this area here on your upper back, between your back and the seat. I feel it's a little weird, and when you try to lean against it, you feel the lumbar pushing the lower back forward. I don't know if the general customer would find this to be comfortable. So we are approaching SS19, and can't wait to show you this Pan Mi stall actually. I used to go very often, but lately not so much, but I heard the quality is still really good, so yeah. What I'm not looking forward to though is parking this pickup later. It has nothing to do with this pickup, it's just because that area is super narrow with super tight spaces. But I guess that's what this video is about, right? Right, so we've just arrived in SS19 and it looks like the lunchtime crowd is out. It's gonna be fun. Cars all over the place, double parking everywhere. My first challenge is here. Look at these people. Why do they do these things? Okay. Where do we park, huh? Let's try to parallel park into one of these slots, if we can find one. There is one slot there, although I don't think I'll be able to fit in. Tight U-turn coming up. Be a good test of the car's turning radius. This is really turning out to be a real life test, huh? Okay. Oh wow, I mean, no problem at all. Reverse camera quality though, come on Nissan, how can you make a truck that is this good looking but then the visibility of the reverse camera looks like that. So what I really like about this banh mi is the broth, really nice and rich, and this flour here is really soft and springy, and then obviously you have the egg and the other minced meat and all that. Alright, life is not easy as a pickup owner. Pretty sure they have to carry a lot of things most of the time. It's not easy at all. So we're on the way back to the office now, and I figure I'll let the intern do some driving and then I'll review the back seat. In terms of space, well, let me just sum it up by saying that I don't think there will be any room for you to complain. See what I did there? Just like the front, padding on these rear seats are nice and soft, not too upright. For the ride comfort, well, as you can see earlier, obviously it won't be as comfortable as an SUV, but like I said again, the Navara has the advantage of using coil springs and dampers, which also have been upgraded in this facelift model. You do feel the undulations of the road, the patches and all, but gentle, I would say, is how I would describe the experience. Yeah. So we're really close to the office now, driving through one last stretch before we reach the office, and this I think is one of the worst stretches of road near our office. And so far, I must say, it's coping quite well. Hey, so Mr. Intern, what do you think about the ride so far?
It's been pretty smooth so far. I mean, otherwise the stuff behind would have been bouncing about.
Yeah, I mean, easy fix lah. I'll just chuck you at the back and you hold on to it lah.
You wouldn't do that to an intern.
Hey, I forgot, it comes with these things where you can actually like loosen, move it back and forth, and then use some ropes to tie these things and secure them. Alright, now let's go to the exhaust shop. On to the last stop in Kuchai Lama to drop off my muffler at the exhaust shop, and then I think we are done spending the day as a pickup truck driver, or as Nissan calls it, a mother trucker. The other thing I'd like to point out, having driven this car for the last like, I don't know, 6 hours, 5 hours now, is the multi-information display. Quite interactive, number one, and they have significantly enlarged it as well, pretty much taking up all the space in the middle. And if I got my facts right, this I think is now the largest multi-information display among all the other pickups. Yep, I think we're really having the full pickup experience here. We've experienced highways, super tight roads, and now even traffic jam on Old Klang Road. Alright, it's been challenge after challenge. I guess one final one. No, second last one. Because right after I take this right turn and then a left, we will be on the road that I have feared the most. Among all the roads that we've driven today, this is probably the tightest. This is nothing compared to the ones that we went through in Kampung Subang. And you'll see why. So, yeah, as you can tell, the car isn't all that big. And there isn't any notable difference in terms of size, but because this road is so narrow, the car is literally taking up the entire width of the road. And once we reach the exhaust shop, I'm not sure if there's even space for me to slot in. So let's see. Alright, we definitely can't stop in front here. Oh, we can! Nice! Okay, I gotta say the hood is a little tall. I literally cannot see what's ahead of me. Thank goodness for sensors. Oh, okay. And we are here. The final destination for today. The exhaust shop that I go to make noise. Okay, so let's unload the muffler and get out of here. Right, so that is it for today. Let's head back to the office and call it a day. Alright, I guess one last obstacle for today in the life of a mother trucker. Thank goodness for surround view monitor, although I still maintain that they really need to improve the quality of the reverse camera display, and I think this applies to all the pickups. Okay, so end of the day, also end of the video, but before I end, I'd like to conclude that all these new pickups, whether it's this facelift Navara or the all-new D-Max, which I drove recently, the facelift Hilux, which you have seen in the explain video, or even the Ranger, which I drove in the pickup drag race, they are all on such a similar playing field that it's very hard to choose which is better than which. Obviously, they still have some distinctive features, but the gap is narrowed down so much that now I think you choose pickup A, pickup B, or pickup C purely based on your familiarity with the brand or with the pickup, or maybe because one looks better than the other. And that, I think, will be the new reality for all potential pickup customers when they go out and buy a new pickup. So that's all for now. I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.